Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Black Ice with me, Alpha Pi Omega and Greater German Reich. So today I want to start by addressing a comment made by none other than Ulf, who is coming out with some really good points, and he was focusing kind of on the part of the board that I have ignored until now, and that's the Republic of Finland. Couple of things he mentioned. First of all, the point where he was wrong is the fact that he mentioned that we could use our divisions on advance on the Russian forces that are in the south. And I think that Ulf is overestimating our capabilities here. While we have the entire 14th Army here, it is still only 16 infantry divisions, and I always intended them to be just a buffer that the Finns can rely upon. Which, I mean, they can. We have been helping them, and considering what the line looks like, we have probably been instrumental in stopping the Soviet onslaught. On the other hand, when I checked it, there's no place where we could actually advance unless we heavily concentrate our units, which would make the Finns more vulnerable in other parts. So that's where his advice falls short. On the other hand, he made a really good point of mentioning something that I completely missed, and that's the fact that our port in the north, well, it's Norway today, or actually, yeah, it's Norway. I think this is still Norway. In Finnmark, our division of the 2nd Küstenwache has actually been pushed away from the port into the freezing Arctic terrain, and thus is completely out of supply, and it's even hurting as far as its fighting strength goes. It's missing some equipment because it's super hard to reinforce it, so 2,000 men that it had never really reached it. And that's where he is right, that we should pay attention to this. Now, one thing that I wanted to mention is, again, something that he pointed out, that there is a lot of armored divisions in the north, which is not great. But what is great is that the terrain is not exactly great for armored units either, because this is mostly marshes and forests with some frozen terrain. And that led me to a decision. I actually considered that in the previous episodes as well, but I never spoke about it, and that's the fact that we're gonna test our 1946 infantry divisions. We're training 6 of them as a core of the next army, so I wanted to deploy them in the south, but I think that we're gonna deploy them and move them to north of Finland, and we're gonna try to push the Soviet offensive away. Easily we could encircle the armored division here, and we might even retake the port. We're gonna see. I'm not entirely sure if we would advance somewhere deep within the Soviet territory, but the 6 divisions, if used correctly, could gain us some territory. So I wanted to say thank you, Ulf. This is a really good point. The area in the north is gonna be great to test the ability of our new divisions. They should have the capacity to push through here and maybe even regain us what we lost here. And I'm going to pay a bit more attention to it, because I did not actually realize how many divisions were in the north. The AI usually doesn't make a big push in these areas due to bad supply, which is exactly what happened, but they stole the port and they threaten our division there, so I would hate to have it encircled. But as far as south goes, I still think that we would do better if we pushed from the south. Also, again, Ulf mentioned that we should cut the railway. He is absolutely correct. That's what I'm planning to do, to cut the connection to Leningrad. But they can still supply it from the north, which is where, we would do well if we could, for example, take Viipuri, but I don't, again, think that we might have access to it. One thing that we might have done, and that's something that I didn't realize, is to send the Marines up there. They would be really good for a quick strike here and seizing of this area, but as we have committed them to the front line in in and around Aleppo, basically, we won't be able to use them. So for now, we're gonna keep on pushing. We're gonna try to push towards Leningrad, and we'll see how things are gonna go. I mean, if we take this area and see no possibility for a breakthrough, I might just take the mechanized units or the tank divisions that we have here and send them across the channel to Helsinki and do the strike from the north. That is still possible, but we'll have to see how it's gonna go. Anyway, once again, thank you all for gave me a food for thought, and let's now go and continue. So we're undergoing an offensive down here. We want to isolate the units around Kherson. We want to break through towards Melitopol and open a way for us to strike at Crimea. So we're gonna see how far we can get over there. And a second battle that's going on is for the city of Pushkin, which is pretty much the suburbs of Leningrad as far as we are considered. So we're going to try to open up more than one way, or actually isolate Leningrad from the south and see if we can threaten it today. Bad news is that we're consuming a lot of fuel, but on the other hand, the current fuel is sitting at nice 422k. So far we have been very successful in increasing our supply while still keeping the push alive. So yeah, with that said, let's unpause the game and let it run, see what things are gonna happen. Okay, the assault on Pushkin is going very well. Even if not only by our mechanized divisions, we are doing great. Okay, the tanks definitely need to reinforce there, because that is something that we... Oh my dear lord. Mess. Improved aircraft handling has happened. Cool. Let's see what that opens for us. Carrier deck park increases deck size by 10%. That's actually a pretty good idea. I mean, we still need the improved carrier operations for what we want, but the carrier deck path... Oh no, you know what we want? We want this. We want the improved army group HQ. We need to make our armies slightly stronger, and the organization for the command HQs is great, plus an increase in coordination, but mostly I want to get that extra one. Oh no, this is for a field marshal. Nice. So field marshals will be able to hold extra armies. Okay, well that's amazing. That is even better than what I considered before. That's gonna make our organization way more streamlined. Okay, guys, this is sad. go and take it. The southern offensive, on the other hand, is going extremely well. Kakhovka is gonna fall very soon, which will open up our way towards Crimea. Here we are doing extremely well as well. Great. And now I'm gonna be nervously checking the northern areas as well all the time. Okay, so we managed to hold the area, which is good. The tanks will now repel the enemy, and with a bit of luck we might actually even strike there. Okay, we got 4 tank divisions there, amazing. And some mechanized. It'll be my guess to throw whatever you want to throw at us here. And while I'm pretty sure a counterattack here is gonna be super easy, barely an inconvenience. So let's make that happen. Okay, so we managed to advance here, and with, yeah, wait, Kherson at this point I think might be completely isolated. There's most likely no possibility for them to advance here. Okay, so we got the Gebirgsjäger. We can use those to hold. No, they can. So we need to strike against Armyansk. Okay, that was probably a mistake. Yeah, we could have let that division go, but never mind. But yeah, the divisions in Kherson are now isolated, so that's 6 extra divisions that we are going to enjoy. Encircling, you guys got this done, so your 2 divisions are gonna move over here. Have you guys going here, and maybe can then take this area. So you strike at the airfield here, because this is going way better than I expected, and we're even saving fuel. How awesome is that? Okay, we need to spread our divisions here slightly better, so let's make sure that's gonna happen. And I have a feeling that an attack over here might be the right way to go, because this division is not going to be able to hold anything on its own. Okay, so now that we control the territory, we can go like this. And use the divisions that we have here to actually do something. So let's wait for the Mountaineers to advance. Theodore the Red Baron Hafen shot down by Falcon. That's not great. Okay, so you guys are gonna lead an attack over here. Yep. They won't be able to do much here. We are crossing over to Crimea. How great is that? And I think that with a bit of luck and determination, it might be possible for us to actually encircle these guys as well. But it's gonna take a bit of a... While we're fighting here, it's gonna be kind of rough. Because what I will need to do here is I will need to send... I mean, encircling just these divisions would be amazing. Okay, so this is now utterly ridiculous. So let's send you guys over. Actually, let's send you over here to help with the encirclement. I can split you guys a bit better around or along this border. Okay. So continue with this. We're gonna go along the road. And this division has nothing. It's just gonna get completely decimated. Okay, this is going well too. North is fine. Fuel is being gathered. Okay, so considering that these are just infantry divisions, they should be utterly destroyed in these plains by our tanks. I can actually use you for support as well. That's not gonna be an issue. And you guys need to join that. Oh, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So 5 divisions. One has already been eliminated. Okay. Wow. These guys are not holding for a long time. And freeing up these units will allow us to send them here and hold this area better. So does this? Yes, this constitutes the new army that we're gonna use. We are going to... it's gonna be the 17th army. It's going to be the 17th army. Do we have anyone? Do we have a single infantry leader left? Winter specialist, okay. So that is actually amazing. You are just what we need. Winter attrition lowered, and winter attrition lowered even further. So, General Nicholas von Falkenhorst is going to take control of the 17th army. 17th Infantry Army, and the 16th also doesn't have a general, and we're using you. Actually, we're using you just as a... I forgot about you. You're a support army here. Okay, well that actually makes everything much easier for us. So let's take both of you. And we don't have a single... Okay, you're good. Okay, Paul Hausner is a career officer, so he can be a career marshal or career field marshal. Let's give you reinforced raid and organize. Oh, you cannot get charismatic. Damn it. Okay, well, never mind. So let me send both of these armies to Kimi. You're gonna go to Königsberg, and from Königsberg... God damn it. Königsberg, and then here. Take the rail. You guys are gonna go as well. Again, this is playing with what I have been told. This is why your comments are so important sometimes, because believe it or not, it's easy to make mistakes in a game like this. Are you seriously giving me Sevastopol without a fight? I can hardly believe it. And maybe we need Kerch. Okay, the units in Sevastopol are being utterly destroyed. The last division has been eliminated near Kherson. So that means you guys are gonna go over here, you guys are gonna go over here, and the... Right, who is not going? No, all of you are going. Cool. And the mountaineers are gonna go over here. And two of you are gonna go over there. Go. Which will allow us to utilize the tanks at whatever goal we want. So divisions in Melitopol getting absolutely obliterated. Jesus, we're still trying to take the area around Leningrad. What a slog. Okay, this area is getting better. We had a naval combat. Nice sank a Soviet transport ship. Why not? Oh, and we have enough naval experience points to actually finish up the design of our Type 21 cruiser sub. So we wanted to give you the radar. Just out of curiosity, that will give you a 0.2 anti-air. Oh, this would actually give you a ton of piercing. But the sub-visibility would become even more abysmal. So this is gonna be the type 21A. So got it, and then we're gonna actually let's wait for it to finish, and then we're gonna decide how many we're gonna build. I like the groups or the wolf packs of 5s. That seems like a great way to go. Okay, these are done. They are extremely efficient in delaying us here. Even to a point that I actually hate. So you can take this. Dang it, I wasn't supposed to stop them here. That was a mistake. Okay, let's send you in there. And you guys gotta go over here and in Sevastopol as well. You can strike these divisions. Oh, but you have... Okay, the situation with supply is getting really bad, so let's give you a bit of a time to rest. Okay, the overtaking of Crimea though is going great. Oh, by the Emperor. But the good news is that this area actually only has one division defending it now. Okay, gotcha. And this is a really good situation for a counterattack. Yep, that's gonna go well. Now let's check on our marine divisions. They failed. What the hell are you talking about? Or did they stop because... I am confused. I need to look at them more. Okay, our armies are arriving in Finland. Yet again, ready to prove you guys right when you have good suggestions. Okay, so this area is being held. Yeah, you need to go back. Okay, you advance over there. Our divisions are going to take Kerch. Okay, let's see air, because air... Damn! We pretty much completely control air everywhere. Dominating the enemy. Okay, there are some areas where we are lacking. So the fight here is a bit too much for us, so hold on. You guys can go here and fly over here. You can go here and fly over here. Okay, for our superiority, this is gonna be fine. Where was that other place where we didn't have... This is the main battleground, Belarus. But here we're tearing them to pieces. Here we're not. Which I think is a big mistake. Can't remove you. I really believe that Estonia would be safe by now, but no, it's not. So we can fight in the Leningrad area. so that we get a bit more of a cover up. And are we flying in some other areas where we don't need to? Yeah, we don't need to fly here, so let's stop that. Here we're fighting, but it's good. Yeah, generally speaking, our Luftwaffe is giving us massive benefits. Okay, hold on. You will need to move in here to protect the flank. And while we get these guys, fall of Leningrad is pretty much a given, because they won't be able to do anything there. Okay, yeah, we're taking Kerch. Ironically, it's the SS Waffen that are attacking there. We got Night Vision 1, which I consider a great success, because that's gonna lower the penalty we're getting throughout the night. Though that's usually not something I go for immediately, but now the Night Vision 2 is gonna lower it again by additional 15%. We quickly need to take Sevastopol. This area is gonna be very vulnerable to enemy attacks. So I feel like we might actually need more Küstenwache here. Don't like that, but there's not much else that I can do. So let's recruit 10. I know that it's... Goddamn, radio equipment, huh? It's not something I would usually consider, but the fact that we're missing it is a bad sign. So anything where we could make our lives easier? Nope. Nope, not even close. Wow, 1500. So let's assign 4 factories. It's gonna be factories that we do not have. That's the bummer here. Oh my god. Okay, but the white tank situation is improving. At least that's a good sign. And we're upgrading the Tigers. And we're missing a bit of chrome. No, tungsten. You guys are failing us. Come on. Okay, gotcha. And okay, one factory coming, second, third. Yeah, we'll be fine. We shall be fine eventually. But yeah, we're starting to see some issues here. Okay, so the 16th Infantry Army. Oh god. Oh god, yeah, we are at this is right on time, really. What the god damn it, game. Okay, so you guys will defend, and the Küstenwache really needs to go here. Oh, it won't be able to. Great, we're getting encircled. Okay, never mind. You guys will not take care of it because you are a bunch of frauds. Okay, so 2 of you will go over here. 3 of you will go over here. 2 of you will go over here. 2 of you will go over here. And 2 of you will go over here. Yeah, I know the supply situation is not great, but we'll manage. We shall manage. Okay, let's get the heavy bomber here. Just so that they are not slacking off. Okay, catch area is... Yeah, Strokovaya Divisa is doing really good here. What is it? Is it? No, it's planes. Yeah, tanks are gonna just wreck them. You are still retreating. Wow, the speed here is abysmal. But it's not the fault of the game, that is fault of me. So what we'll need to do here, really quickly, is save these 2 divisions if at all possible. If not, then we're gonna save our own Atlantic division. Okay. So I think this is now an attainable task. Actually, you can support this as well. This division can walk. Yeah, Kerch is falling. Sevastopol is falling. Amazing job. Yeah, and why the hell did you guys not do what I told you to? Yeah, I really want to, if possible, save that army. So actually, everyone go via rail. We need you there as fast as possible. Even if it means that your combat capacity in the beginning is gonna be hurt, but it is still worth it for me. Okay, so Sevastopol, if I'm not mistaken, this area is actually very valuable for the Soviets. There was quite some, well, it was fuel stockpiles here, but actually I don't think we're gonna steal the fuel though, will we? Carrefour 525k. Let's see. We'll see. I mean, there is a couple of factories in here that we might be able to take care of eventually. My god, come on. Come on, we're almost there. Okay, you know what you can do? You can attack Berdyansk. And then you can make sure that they will suffer as they're supposed to. And you know what? While this attack is going, we're gonna stop it, because this is supposed to be led by tanks, supported by mountaineers and mechanized. There's actually no real point in slaughtering our infantry in that attack. So you guys take the mantle as you're supposed to. Actually, no, you go on Kerch. Because that's what we need. Okay, they still haven't managed to eliminate these divisions. So if that's the case, we are going to send our units over here and immediately build a land bridge here, and maybe we could make something out of it. Okay, you guys go. You have no actual ability to do anything here. So the two of you advance in this empty area. Nice, okay. And with that said, we can actually push an attack over here by the 58th and 57th and 98th Infantry Divisions. And protect the area. And you guys are actually reinforcing there. Making sure we're gonna save that unit. Cool. Well, Seems like we came right in time. So Kerch has fallen. Well, with the mechanized divisions here, or actually no, those are not mechanized, those are the SS Gebirgsjäger to work there. And yeah, we managed to push in here, which is great. But we just needed these two areas to lock. Hey, the fall of Sevastopol. The heavily fortified city of Sevastopol, base of the Soviet Black Sea Fleet, has finally succumbed to the German attacks. Its loss will severely hamper any Soviet attempt to contest the Black Sea, and the fall of the city is regarded as a significant German victory. An edict has already been issued from Berlin, stating that the city shall henceforth be known as Theodorichshafen, after the Theodoric the Great. Amazing. So, let's see. Did we get... Yeah, we got 2 shipyards, 1 fuel silo. Did we... No, the fuel silo actually does not give us anything. But we get the factories. And the factories themselves might be... Yeah, we got 1 extra factory immediately working on the radios, which is just what we needed. Okay, so you guys need to go there, you guys need to go there, and I'll take the Mountaineers. No, actually keep the Mountaineers here and take the motorized. So the pocket for encirclement here is growing. If we can push with the tanks in here, then it's just a matter of moments for us to take this area and encircle Zaporozhye and these divisions over here. But that's gonna be... Hey! Okay, our tanks have finally made it. We're now holding an access way towards Leningrad. Now we have to decide whether or not we want to encircle this area. And to be quite honest, I think the reasonable thing would be to encircle it, because that way, well, I mean, it's not gonna happen really, because this is a port. How much time is the game giving us for the attack? Still 86 days, that's fine. So I'm gonna try to push around. We do have a ton of units here that we can use to that regard. So we're gonna try to push around, which should be fairly easy. I mean, that is actually... What the... And at that point we will be fine. Okay, so we're repelling this attack easily. These divisions can actually move back into Berdyansk. Though we don't have anyone stationed in Sevastopol at this point, and that's actually a major issue. You guys are gonna be an infantry division, but a heavy one. This is gonna be bad. So I need to send some different divisions to protect it. Otherwise we're risking a naval invasion. Well, we'll see how this is gonna go. Anyway, I think this is good for this episode. We made a big push towards Leningrad. We made a big push and actually took de facto control of Crimea. And we are now working to protect our units in the north based on your comments. So I'm happy to see that things are going well for us. You're actually gonna expand your area to Inari, where you are going to start fighting. Remember, these heavy infantry divisions have extra pieces of artillery, and they have the Arctic support companies, so they are made to fight in the cold and icy areas of the north. So we'll see how well they're gonna perform. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me. This has been fun. I'll go back to work and see you with another episode probably later today, because I'll take another break sooner or later, and this is how I spend my time now. Awesome. Anyway, 574,000 units of fuel. which is great. And the Soviets now are at 3.8 million in casualties, telling us that we killed or captured another 200,000 just this episode. Nice. And 22% towards capitulation. Now, we are doing really good. We're advancing slower than the Reich did in the actual war, but I think that our hold on the territory is better, because we just have the units organized better, and we won't have Hitler taking control of our units and screwing everything up for us.